Okay, let's finish up our trip around the zodiac with Mars, the planet of passion and energy, and what comes first to you and what you're willing to fight with and fight for. Well, Mars in Sagittarius. Oh my goodness, Mars in the 9th. Same thing. Same thing. If you have Mars in your 9th house, you're a disguised Sag, which means you'll fight for your principles, for your ideals, for seeing a larger picture, which is what you do innately and naturally. It is terrific. Mars in Sagittarius will fight for a principle. For example, let's just say, hypothetically, that you go into a restaurant with some friends and you get the bill and they charged you $1 too much for one of the items on your tab. And you get all upset over it. This is a true story because I know somebody like this. Happens to her all the time. It's Murphy's Law. So, you will take a stand over that dollar. You will absolutely, remember, Sagittarius is a fire sign. Mars is action and energy. In the 9th house, Mars in the 9th is like Mars in Sagittarius. I hope you understand. I'm replaying this so that you get the idea in your head. So you talk to the waiter, you talk to the restaurant manager, and they give you back the buck. And you say, well, I appreciate that. And everybody says, why are you making such a big deal over it? It's just $1, you can afford it. And you say, it's the principle that's involved. That's the deal. And there is a principle that's involved. And so you will fight for your principles above all else with Mars in the 9th house. You'll fight for higher education. You will fight for truth. I'm thinking truth, justice, that type of thing. It's really beautiful. Now, Mars in the 10th house. Oh boy. You'll fight for your career and you'll fight with your career. If you have Mars in the 10th house, you are very ambitious. You do not stop when you reach a certain level. You don't rest on your laurels and say, I can plateau here for a while. You're always climbing. And so you want to make vertical moves, not horizontal moves. You will fight with those in authority. 10th house deals with authority figures. You will fight with them. If you want to move upward, speak to the person above you. You might not want to mention that you're after their job. You know what I mean. But you will be the one who always moves upwards. Mars in the 11th house. Wow, you'll fight with your friends and fight for your friends. You fight for humanity. We've seen people on picket lines that are just absolutely going nuts. And I'm thinking, I'd be willing to bet they have Mars in the 11th house or in Aquarius. Because you fight for the group, you fight for the team, you fight for your own hopes and wishes, which are aligned with teamwork. You fight for humanity. And your teams, your friends, come first to you. And you might surprise them because you're going to take a stand for them. And then you'll turn around and tell them what they've done wrong. Because you'll fight with and for. Is that making sense to you? Because the choice is yours. You always have choice as to how you're going to use these beautiful planets and the signs they're in and the houses they're in. And lastly, Mars in the 12th house, you'll fight for your solitude and privacy because this makes you a disguised Pisces. And you're saying, I just really would rather fight behind the scenes rather than out front, which means you'll stuff your rage or your anger. This can be detrimental to your health. This is the only suggestion I make, is since the 12th house is the subconscious, I mean, it's what's going on back here. Look at your birth chart. See that there are anger issues from past lifetimes, because this is the spirit plane, that you want to resolve and bring them to light so that you can. Now, you can resolve them, you can release them, you can let them go. So we have finished our tour of Mars around the zodiac. In the first house, you fight for yourself. In the second house, for your money. In the third house, for your ideas. And you know the expression, them's fighting words? Mars in the third. Mars in the fourth, fight with or for your family, but they come first to you. In the fifth house, you fight for your fun. And fun for you is fighting and arguing. It's the expression of passion, is what it is. Okay, Mars in the sixth house, your work comes first to you. And you'll fight for that. You want to be involved in a short-term goal with a quick reward that you can feel passionate about. Mars in the seventh house, you'll fight for your spouse, your partner, and with them. And you will attract to you people who put themselves first, which means you're both on the same page. The other person comes first. Mars in the eighth, you have deep anger issues that you have decided to work on in this lifetime. Bravo to you. And you can help get to the bottom of secrets, because secrets come first to you. In the ninth house, you'll fight for truth and honesty and principles. In the 10th house, you'll fight in your career. You will constantly move upward, and I encourage you to do just that. Mars in the 11th house, you'll fight for the team, you'll fight for humanity, you'll fight for the group, and you may fight with the group. And in the 12th, nobody knows you're fighting, you're just doing it. And you have deep feelings that you'll want to take a look at. So I hope you've enjoyed this trip around the zodiac, and my blessing for you is, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.